Whew. All right, another Amazon mystery box truckload. I'm sweating, hot out here. Air conditioner gets fixed tomorrow. I'm so freaking excited. You know, look at these big Amazon boxes. Floor to ceiling, look at that. They have to put that on whenever there's electronics in there, so that's a good sign that there's gonna be something nice in there. Okay, so this is a collection that somebody brought in the other day, and a good example of how you can make good money off people bringing you in stuff. So this couple brought in these. These are Tom Clark figurines or statues or whatever you want to call them, and some are gnomes, but some are, you know, people, men, soldiers. So they came in with this whole lot, and you know, and I start looking up one of them, like this one. I'm really confused on what the value of it is. You can look over at my screen here, Stan. It's like you can see these are active listings on eBay, $129 and $499. So that's a huge difference for the same thing. Then when you go to completed items, you can see that one sold for $220 and one sold for $40. So that's also a big variance there. You can tell this is the exact same guy. So it became very tough to figure out what kind of value I'm gonna put on this. What's my educated guess? You know, maybe it's somewhere in the middle. Maybe it's worth $100. So they brought in all this stuff, and you know, for me to look up and put a value on each and every one of these would take me 3 or 4 hours. So they were in a rush, and I said, well, give me a price. They hit me at $125, which I thought was pretty fair. So then I countered them at $100, and they accepted it. Me knowing that I think this one soldier would get me back my $100. These other ones I think are worth probably between $20 to $40 a piece. But I also got this really neat crystal vase in the deal, and these are just so hard to look up. There's no markings on it, but it's pretty intricate. You can see like the handle, the edges. This one is you know, far better than most that you get in your store. You know, and I don't know really how to value this. I just, you know, when I don't know how to value something, I normally put it on eBay for 99-cent auction and just let the market value it. 7-day auction. I'm thinking this could be worth somewhere around $100. I don't know if anybody out there knows how to value a vase like this. It's really nice. You know, I don't think they make stuff like this anymore unless you're paying big dollars. And then another thing that I didn't think was valuable, but ended up being pretty good, was this brass sundial. So it says, grow old along with me, the best is yet to be. So this is a brass sundial. You can see you hang that, and I guess you can tell, depending on where the direction of the sun is, what the time of day it is. And this ends up being worth about $100 by itself. I'm gonna try to clean it up a little bit, and then I can put it on. Probably put it on eBay. It's, you know, these kind of items are a little bit harder sale in my store. You know, more consumer-friendly items is what sells best in our store. But you know, the gnomes actually was so. We had a collection like this before, and I think we sold just about all the gnomes, because there's people out there that collect the gnomes, people that collect crystal, people that collect brass, people that there's collectors for everything. I guess the message that I want to get out is just be careful on values on eBay, because there are some scams going on out there where, let's say I owned 100 of these statues, you know, I do a fake sale on eBay at a high amount, and so everybody else thinks they're now worth that much money, and then they start buying them at that price, when really their value is much lower. So, but for $100, I think it's a great investment, and I certainly am going to make, you know, 3 or 4 or 5 times my money on it. You guys need help? Go. All right, so Cam just sent me a message, Cam D. Hey there, I know you say stay out of Florida's domain, but a friend and I are interested in getting into buying pallets as well. We're in Fort Myers, Florida. We can't afford the overhead of a brick and mortar store at the moment. So we're gonna try the Flea Market Avenue for the time being. Where or who do you go through to purchase pallets? We keep coming up in dead ends to get that part rolling. So I would say if you're going to do a flea market, remember you can't just do a flea market, Cam. If you're going to do a flea market, you still have to do eBay. You still have to have, and I'd probably do Facebook Marketplace too, because there's going to be some specialty items that are going to be a little bit harder to sell.
Yes, I can hear you.
You know, like you might get a specialty tool that is, you know, there's only 10 buyers in the United States for it right now, and you put it on eBay, it'll sell for $400 or $500. But the odds of one of those 10 buyers going to your flea market to find it is pretty slim. So just make sure you're doing eBay. Make sure that you're, you know, you're using Facebook Marketplace. And what I mean, stay out of Florida. What I mean by that is you know, like I buy all the furniture loads out of Florida, and I lock that contract down. That's all I mean. There is plenty of merchandise in Florida for all the dealers that are out there. The merchandise is increasing. I know there's a guy in Fort Myers that's a wholesaler. I can try to get you his information, and I think he has a big warehouse here in Fort Myers that he buys a lot of stuff. I buy my sunglasses from him. I get my sunglasses for like 60 cents a pair, and I sell them here for $2 or $3. Foster Grant sunglasses. So I'll look up his information, pass it on to you. Other than that, I would just keep looking around for the local dealers. You can buy on B-Stock. B-Stock's great. B-Stock has Amazon loads out of Ruskin, which is not too far from you, a couple hours from you. The shipping should be relatively cheap. But nonetheless, there's going to be so much stuff in your area. You have such a wealthy area when you're looking at Sarasota all the way down to the Fort Myers, Venice area. There's going to be hundreds and hundreds of dealers through there. I would think you'd be able to find them. So yeah. So go to B-Stock on the store side. Look for local dealers. Look for deals and bargains. Don't forget Miami's not too far from you, and there's hundreds and hundreds of big buyers down there with big warehouses full of stuff. So you have a lot of options for getting started in Fort Myers. Most of all, be a great salesperson, okay? You have to, if you're gonna go to a flea market and sit in a chair and do nothing and watch people walk by your booth, then you shouldn't do it. If you're willing to stand up and talk to everybody, say hi. I mean, when I did the flea markets, I did the flea market for about 5 years. I grew from 8 booths to 200 booths, and now I'm in a store. So I graduated up that level, and everybody can graduate up that level. But you know what I did is I had a microphone, and anybody who walked past my booth heard me because I'm talking on the microphone, I'm playing music. They came in, it wasn't just a flea market booth, it was an event when they came into my store. I'm talking to everybody and I'm giving everybody deals. I'm giving everybody bargains because this business is more about volume than it is value, all right? Because there's so much to buy out there. Just sell what you got, make a profit and move on. The people that try to maximize how much they get out of this stuff, they lose because they're holding on to their merchandise. Just blow it out, move on to the next pallet. Blow it out, move on to the next pallet. So welcome to the Florida Hustle there, Cam D. Good luck with everything you do. And if you're ever up here in Lakeland, stop by my store. I'm not buying that. Not for that.
What do you?
Nothing. Well, don't promise me a full truckload and bring me a half truckload. But I mean, they never promised me anything. This is my nonprofit connection, and they never called and they never did anything. They just showed up with a truckload, and as you can see, it's kind of half open, half crap, half, I don't even know what it is, and so and every box is opened. So I don't like to buy this stuff every box. The stuff they brought me yesterday was all sealed. So I don't mind the sealed stuff, but when every box is open, it's definitely a red flag. So, hey guys, we need to get these pallets inside this truck here. Well, what we should do is pull the smalls to the left and then fill the right up with the. Okay. Yeah. I don't know what's going on with this truckload. This is different.
Well, this is the truckload when I talked to you yesterday with what's his name on the phone.
Yeah.
And I told you I went through and I was pulling out the trash, and you said, oh, it's the same price whether you left it full of the stuff or you took the stuff out. And I was like, oh, because I thought it would be worth more if we took out all the stuff like that you didn't want. So we actually took out like face masks, whatever, that kind of stuff. And you said it didn't matter if it was unopened or open. When you and I were on the phone together, because I told you I had 5 or 6 truckloads come in. Are you recalling the conversation?
No, I remember the conversation.
Okay. So you're saying, what about this truckload?
I mean, this, it looks like it's a half a truckload to me. You know, it's, I mean, you see it, right? You saw it. I mean, I'm not interested in truckloads like this.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, like what you've been delivering before to me is fine. I don't have a problem buying. I prefer them not to be opened.
A waste of my time.
Well, no, I mean, you never called me, and nobody ever said anything to me.
Yesterday you said as many of you have, I could take one of these every day. That's
Right,
what you said
like I got yesterday.
But then that's what
I mean, you know, when somebody opens boxes, it means to me that they're taking the good stuff out. So that's why I prefer them not to be open.
Well,
You know what I mean? And I'm not trying to be disrespectful at all.
No.
I will buy, like what you brought me yesterday, I will buy every day. I will buy every day. But I just want to, hey, we got another load, we're coming over, you know, so I can.
get loads all day, every day, 5 or 6 times a day. Time you said you didn't want popcorn and chips and stuff.
I definitely don't want popcorn and chips. If I start getting that, I would have to pass. I'd have to back out. But you know, I mean, my expectation was that the truck would be full. Well, like I said, I don't want boxes that have been opened. You know, I like raw loads. Raw loads. Then, you know, because every once in a while on a raw load, I hit a home run. Hold on a second, stop right there. This is an Amazon small box.
This is on your floor right now for
No,
$12.50.
no, it's not. No, it's not.
That's for $400.
$400. We have them out there for $500. We ran a commercial for $400. I'm selling that for $400. I swear to God. Look at. I even put it on I put it on Facebook today. Listen. You said to me, "What would you pay for the truckloads?" I said, "I will pay the same for truckloads." And then you said, "Oh, heck no," or whatever you said.
Yeah, I had
and then but then the conversation ended. So at no point did anybody say, "Hey, we're going to bring that load over," or "Hey, you know," nobody said anything to me.
Okay.
Nobody said, we never had any discussion beyond that point. No, the only discussion we had is, "Hey, you sent me, my daughter's headed over there," or whatever you said to me on the text. I don't think I was out of line. I don't think I was rude. And then she thinks I'm selling for $1,000. Yeah, she opened every box. She claimed that it was to get the bad stuff out of there. I'm like, you don't even know what I want and don't want. Why? What do you determine as bad? It's like, well, I know you wouldn't want the masks or the flowers and stuff. I said, you know what I don't want is I don't want people opening them, because I always think they're cherry picked when people open them. So I don't want to buy any loads that are open. But at least get me a little communication here, right?